Good morning, students. Myself, Dr. Archana Paliwal, Professor, Community Medicine. So today I am going to take a session on demography. As we know, the greatest asset of a nation are its people, and the scientific study of its population is known as demography. Demography is study in relation with changes in the size of population, composition of population, and distribution of the population. So we can define demography as it is the study of composition and distribution of the population, and with the time, over the time, changes in the composition and size and distribution of the population. So we can say demography is the scientific study of human population. It deals with the different demographic processes, as for example like fertility, mortality, marriage, migration, and social mobility. As we know, the composition of the population can be changed by varied fertility rate, mortality rate, etc. Why the study of human population is important? So why the study of population is important? Why the study of demography is important? It is important for identifying areas that need policies and programmed intervention. It also helps to setting goals and deciding priority for a nation. Now, what are the various sources for demographic data? हम ये डेटा कहाँ से कलेक्ट कर सकते हैं about the population distribution, composition of the population? So we can collect the demographic data from various sources. One important source is population census. As we know, हर 10 साल में हमारा सेंसस सर्वे होता है और एक बहुत ह्यूज डेटा हम कलेक्ट करते हैं. तो first and foremost source of demographic data is population census, then records of vital statistics. हमारी कंट्री में मैंडेट है कि विद इन 21 डेज कोई भी डेथ या बर्थ कुछ होता है, कोई ऐसा वाइटल इवेंट अगर सोसाइटी में, कम्युनिटी में होता है, तो इट हैज टू बी रजिस्टर्ड. So from record of vital statistics. Then third source is records of health department like UNICEF, national, state, district, WHO, etc. Fourth is records of health institutions. And fifth, report of special surveys like SRS, etc. Then what is different demographic cycle? Every nation passes through a demographic cycle of following 5 stages. Stage 1 is high stationary. Stationary means stable, no population growth. Stationary कब होगी? हमारी मेन वाइटल स्टैटिस्टिक्स है जिससे पॉपुलेशन साइज डिपेंड कर रहा है, दैट इज बर्थ रेट एंड डेथ रेट. व्हेन द डेथ रेट एंड बर्थ रेट बोथ आर इक्वल, देन द रिजल्टेंट growth is 0, means there is no population growth. So high stationary का मतलब है when high death rate and high birth rate. बर्थ भी बहुत ज़्यादा हाई रेट में हो रहे हैं और डेथ भी बहुत ज़्यादा हाई रेट में हो रही हैं. Population remains stationary, and before the year 1920, India was in this phase or this state. Even today, some underdeveloped countries like Bhutan and Bangladesh are in this state of high stationary. Second phase or second stage is early expanding. Now death rate start to decline, but birth rate are unchanged. Means total population growth. Net result is population growth. Some of the Muslim countries are in this stage at present. Third is late expanding. Death rate declining, birth rate also declining, but death rate declining much faster than death rate, than birth rate. Again, net result is population growth. India at present, China and Singapore are the countries at present in this late expanding phase. Fourth phase is low stationary. As name suggests, again stationary, no total or net population growth is not there. Death rate low and birth rate is also low. Australia, UK, Denmark, some developed countries are in this phase at present. And fifth is declining. Death rate is low, birth rate is low, but birth rate is lower than death rate, and net result is population declining. Some developed countries like Germany and Hungary are in this phase. Now, what are the demographic indicators? Demographic indicators divided into two parts: population statistics and vital statistics. Population statistics like population size, sex ratio, density of the population and dependency ratio. We will take one by one. And vital statistics like birth rate, death rate, marriage, divorce and migration. Population size. These are the top 5 most populated countries at present. At the top, this is China, and second top level, India. India is having 17.5% total population of the world, and world land area only 2.4%. That is 7th in the world. So 17.5% total globe population residing in only 2.4% of total land area. The difference between second top and third top is very, very obvious. From 17.5 to just 4.5 on the third position, USA. Now growth rate. अभी हमने जो phases पढ़ी, low stationary, high stationary, they are all depend on the growth rate. Total net growth rate of the population क्या है? And how we calculate growth rate? Growth rate is nothing. It is subtraction of birth rate and death rate. So crude birth rate minus crude death rate gives us growth rate, population growth rate. How we calculate crude birth rate? Crude birth rate is number of live births during the year. Denominator is estimated mid-year population into 1000. It is crude birth rate. Likewise, crude death rate is number of deaths during the year and estimated divided by estimated mid-year population into 1000. So these gives us the total growth rate per annum. Now the classification according to जो हमारा net result आया, if it is 0 then the population is stationary. If it is less than 0.5 then the population growth is very slow. If it is 0.5 to 1, growth rate is moderate. If it is 1 to 1.5, rapid growth rate. If it is 1.5 to 2, very rapid. And if it is more than 2, then the growth rate is explosive. At present, India having 0.96 according to 2020 census. Means at present India is having moderate growth rate, while in 2010 it was 1.39, means India was having rapid growth rate. Now population trend in India, as I said, before year 1920, India was in the high stationary phase, means high birth rate, high death rate, and net population growth was 0. But after the year 1920, it entered into the late expanding phase. So the year of 1920 was known as year of Whig Divine. At 2000, in the year 2000, May 11, we were become 1 billion population. These are the list of 10 most populated states in India. Most populated one is UP, having 16.49% of total population of the India. Now the age composition of the country. Age group 0 to 4, total population का 10%. 5 to 9, again 10.9%, 10%. 10 to 14 years, 10.9%. Means up to 14 years, almost 30% of the population is covered. And again, most important thing, 15 to 44 means the age of reproductive age group. Reproductive age group 15 to 44, they comprise almost 50% of the total population. So these denotes हमें कहाँ एम्फेसिस देनी है, हमें किस एज ग्रुप पर काम करना है. This is the age pyramid. One is pyramidal shape. This is for developing countries, and for developed countries the age pyramid is in spindle shaped or with the bulge in middle. Sex ratio. What does it mean? Sex ratio means number of females per 1000 males. In India, there is the numbers are adverse to women, means there is female deficit syndrome. It was 972 females per 1000 male in the year 1901. It became 933 females per 1000 males in the year 2001, and in the year 2011 it was 940 females per 1000 males. The ratio is highest in Kerala in the favor of females, that is 1084 per 1000 male, and lowest in Damandiv, that is 618, and Haryana 877 per 1000 males. Now dependency ratio. Dependency ratio means in reference of economic productivity. In economic productive group, there is 15 to 64 years जिनको हम मानते हैं they can earn, and below 15 years and above 65 years they are dependent on this economic productive group. So the dependency ratio can be calculated as numerator is persons above 65 years plus children below 15 years, and denominator is persons in between 15 to 64 years of age group. If we calculate the dependency ratio as 0 to 14 years population divided by 15 to 64 years population, it gives us young age dependency ratio. And if we use numerator as 65 years population divided by 15 to 64 year population, it gives us old age dependency ratio. and total of this is total dependency ratio. Now literacy and education. What does literate mean? Literate क्या होता है? Literate a person who can read or write in any language. लिटरेट का मतलब ये नहीं है कि ज़रूरी नहीं है उसे हिंदी पढ़नी आए और लिखनी आए या इंग्लिश ही पढ़नी आए या लिखनी आए, वो अपनी लोकल लैंग्वेज भी लिख और पढ़ पा रहा है, देन ही इज लिटरेट. सो लिटरेट मीन्स द पर्सन हु कैन रीड और राइट इन एनी लैंग्वेज. तो क्रूड लिटरेसी रेट इज नंबर ऑफ लिटरेट पर्सन डिवाइडेड बाई टोटल पॉपुलेशन, बट इट इज नॉट सो, क्योंकि हम कोई 6 महीने के बच्चे को ये नहीं एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे कि वो पढ़ना लिखना सीख सकता है. तो फॉर इफेक्टिव लिटरेसी रेट वी हैव चेंज्ड दिस नंबर ऑफ लिटरेट पर्सन एज्ड 7 एंड अबव डिवाइडेड बाय टोटल पॉपुलेशन और पर्सन्स एज्ड 7 एंड अबव इनटू 100. सो दिस इज इफेक्टिव लिटरेसी रेट. Again, literacy rate in 1951, it was very poor, 18.33%. Then it becomes some 2011, it was 74.04%. It was 82% for male and 65% for female. Again, Kerala is the state with the highest literacy rate, that is 93.91%, and the literacy rate is lowest in Bihar, it is 63.82%. Density of population. Density of population is defined as number of persons living per square of kilometers, per square of kilometer area. It was 77 person per square kilometer in the year 1901, but in the year 2011, according to the census 2011, it is 382 persons per square kilometer. So the density of population is increases very much. Life expectancy. What does mean by life expectancy? Life expectancy is the number of years, average number of years which a person of that age may expect to live according to the mortality pattern prevalent in that country. In 1901, life expectancy of male was just 23.63 years. And for females it was 23.96 years only. But in 2011 it is 63.90 years for males and 66.90 years for females. Obviously this increase is due to betterment of healthcare delivery system. Now important mortality related demographic events. One important event is MMR, maternal mortality rate. Maternal mortality rate or ratio defined as total number of female death due to complication of pregnancy and childbirth within 42 days of the delivery. And the denominator is total number of live births in the same area in the same year, and the multiplying factor is per lakh, per 1 lakh. Again in 1998 it was 398 per 1 lakh of the live births, but in 2000 it is only 99. Again this is because of betterment of healthcare delivery system. Next important mortality rate is infant mortality rate. Infant means a child who is just completed his or her 1 year. So the total number of deaths of children up to 1 year divided by total live births in the same year, multiplying factor is 1000. It is defined as infant mortality rate. Again, in 2000 it was 66 per 1000 live birth, but now in 2020 it was just 30 per 1000 live births. So this is all for today. For remaining session we will take a next session in coming days. Thank you.